It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue our deep dive into the tech from Mission Impossible 7 Dead Reckoning with our tech expert Grant Hines, who is very excited and with good reason, because it may surprise you to know that some, if not most, of this technology actually exists in a form.
Yes.
In a form.
Yes.
They obviously, for this movie, they've got to kind of ramp it up and take it to that extreme. But the crazy thing, I think, what makes it so exciting is that the stuff is kind of there already. AR glasses, we've touched on these before.
Yes. So AR is different from VR. VR stands for virtual reality. AR stands for augmented reality. So you can see through the glasses like you would normally.
Yeah.
But like, what happens if you could overlay something over the world?
Layer in someone's profile over their face when you see them.
Yeah, or like price comparisons at a shop, or, you know, there's the other practical uses, but also ripe for exploit, because you can literally make people see what you want them to see.
100%.
And we're not far, actually we're kicking it off. We obviously saw Google Glass that happened and closed, but Apple also just launched Vision Pro, which is their new AR. And when Apple do something, generally the industry seems to follow. Okay. The thing is that it's very expensive, but it's the start of, I think, their move to replace the smartphone, where the smartphone just sits on your face. So in the film, they've got a pair of those AR glasses with the world augmented. It's a little bit like, obviously, a huge goggle set that goes, that's very obtrusive. Walking through an airport or whatever environment like that would be very obtrusive, but it is possible and it is coming.
Cars are flying, it's a short hop. We're gonna get there pretty quick, man.
Yes.
I think we're gonna get there pretty quick. This one got my interest and I'm dying to know more about it.
Yeah.
Seamless internet.
Okay, so there's this, this is something that I need to do way more research on, but it's very interesting. So we have a lot of radio waves that are traveling through the air at all times. So it starts off with, you know, you get 5G as a like very tight radio signal. And then you get, like, you know, FM radio and AM radio, which like travels the country. It's the same thing.
Travels through the universe.
It's the same thing. They're like waves that travel, right?
Sure.
And data can travel on those waves. That's how we pick up with an antenna. We pick up radio. Use your phone. With the right antenna, you can pick up that data. There's a lot of other radio waves that we aren't using. And that's called the white space. And you've obviously, a lot in the TV industry in South Africa, you'll understand that the white space...
Noise and white space.
And the white space spectrum is something that a lot of people want to use to send, you know, media and consumption, and you can, like, watch live streaming video and so on through it. That's the goal. But what's happening now is that technology, they want the internet to be everywhere. So,
and all the time.
And all the time. So especially for military applications where people might consider themselves off-grid, instead of being off-grid, they just bring the grid to you with the right white spectrum, and then they can find you
very close system.
And with that, they can drop in Trojan horses and viruses, or you know, break down electronic equipment. The only way to counter that is something called air gapping. Which means that you are, like, literally segregated away from the white spectrums and the noise and satellite dishes. But air gapping is even that's complicated, because your computer, every device we have is letting off an electromagnetic field.
For sure.
And you can use that as it's a fingerprint for the machine that's being used.
Oh my goodness.
So you see where this is going, how, like, the technology, lo-fi technology is very interesting, because you can use all this old school technology to use new applications. So yeah, so that's becoming a thing. And in the film, you'll see they always have, like, headphones on, and they're on these spectrums where they're, like, talking to each other, whereas we're walking through the city and I'm not even getting 4G.
Yeah,
so you're like, why is this not even working?
A phone signal in my house, dude. I mean, come on.
But it's coming, and in those, specifically those, like, military applications, a lot of that technology with the right antennas and the right approach exists now, and it's only going to improve.
It literally is the tip of the spear, and that's not even an analogy anymore. It's the tip of the spear. It's the weapon that's being used. I hope that movies like this force us to just slow down, stop, and think about the tech that we're employing every day, but also get us even more excited about just how far we are pushing. Grant, love you, guy.